today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Tyrod and the Houston Texans taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by the well-traveled quarterback in his 11th NFL season now, Tyrod Taylor.
One of the classiest quarterbacks in the NFL, and always in a difficult position because he has the skills to be a starter, but there's usually a youngster behind him that they're grooming and they want on the field. But when given an opportunity to be the guy, he's led teams to the playoffs, and he's also gone to the Pro Bowl. A great combination of arm and legs, not to mention a brilliant mind.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Taylor. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And the ball ball's knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
On the delay, McNichols. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now it's McNichols. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And if you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
They'll run for it with Peterson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adrian Peterson still with a nose for that end zone, scoring from a yard out. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Sliding out of the pocket. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw on 2nd and 10. Taylor out to the flat here for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, Chester Rogers. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start on the ground with McNichols. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the run, it's McNichols. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, Peterson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
First down, Tennessee.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it second down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Tannehill now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bullock's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the field goal, now it's Bullock to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. On first down, it's Taylor. Quick completion here to Johnson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's Taylor. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Now it's Taylor. He's got the hook up with Conley. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Again, it's Taylor. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Taylor. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll go McNichols to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give to Peterson out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 44, Tannehill. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now Tannehill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Taylor back into his end zone. Caught here by Conley. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Taylor. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Taylor. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the option, they go with Johnson.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now the Titans getting set to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Tannehill.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Again, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Tannehill. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on first and goal, so now it's second down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now a give to Peterson running right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Here's Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Desmond King now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And a good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Taylor to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Taylor. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Now Taylor on 1st down.
And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Now Taylor.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, Peterson. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandin, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandin Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long from Houston.